Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down for this offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The back goes in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll move it up to the 30. And it'll be a first down. The offense will. It's first time out of the half.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. To the air, it's Harrell. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
He wants to throw here on second down. They're trying to get to it, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hands it off. Can't get him to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. To the ground with the back. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, or you got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their 1st drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end.
And after 1, we're scoreless.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They go to the ground. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're getting this guy lathered up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Flushed out of the pocket. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down here for the offense. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Working that left side now. At midfield, he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. To the air, it's Lagway, feeling some heat. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got out of trouble and throws. And that one's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass. It's Harrell. He's going to run it. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fast motion from the offense. A jet sweep pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The running back has it. He breaks a tackle. Able to get one down to the 15.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Touch pass on the run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Close to the end zone and the ball's out. Touchdown Gators! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 14, North Carolina 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Leaves it with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You've got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Until that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
He's got it again. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. Got his man in the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They'll give it to Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
And listen, quarterbacks run more nowadays, and we see more of it, but they do have a tendency, because they are a quarterback, to cough it up a little bit. But how about the man? He said, I got this, and jumps back on it, make sure he covers that thing up so he didn't make a bad play for his offense.
To the air, it's Harrell. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking off. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got him downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Now from inside the red zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. From the gun. He will get there, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion. What a gutsy call.
15, Florida, 14.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a